Then we have another mechanism known as simply borrowing and lending, which is completely peer-to-peer. In DeFi, the users become the lenders and borrowers. However, the important part is the users maintain full custody of their assets as their wallet is linked to the platforms they use. Some of the platforms that we look at is MakerDAO, Aave, Compound. And all of these platforms are built on smart contracts that run on the Ethereum blockchain or another such as proof of stake blockchain, where borrower and lender interact directly with each other. In this case, today we're going to be talking about Compound. Compound allows borrowing and lending across 16 different cryptocurrencies and has an algorithm that adjusts the APY, the interest rates that users can earn via lending, depending on the demand and supply of the underlying asset. In this case, you have Ethereum, you have stable coins such as Tether, USDC, DAI, as well as a platform known as Chainlink. Now, people like borrowing and lending on the blockchain. However, how does this work? Compound has lending and borrowing markets where the API fluctuates, like we mentioned earlier, according to the algorithm. In this case, from a borrowing perspective, the platform only allows over-collateralized borrowing due to the nature of the asset being extremely volatile. So a user can borrow up to 75% of the collateral, depending on the restrictions that each asset provides. From the lending perspective, every time a user deposits their tokens on the platform, they receive C tokens that represent the deposit in order to claim it whenever they plan on withdrawing what they've lent. And along with that, they receive the accumulated interest they have earned over the period of time. Now, to say, again, interacting with some of these platforms and monitoring these strategies across assets becomes a little complicated, where we have Flint come in, which is a digital asset management platform similar to below. However, their investment strategies to earn yield are slightly different. They use institutional lending as well as DeFi protocols to over-collateralize lend in order to provide their users with a yield on their stablecoin holdings. Again, talking about the consumerization of yield generation through some of these platforms, providing an easy onboarding, making it quick for the user, and actually providing security by vetting the smart contract platforms they interact with. Similar to Pillow, they are able to generate an additional yield of over 13%, from which that's how they make money. And 13% is then passed on to the user. Compound, as a platform, has over 7 billion in total value circulating either on the borrowing and lending side within the platform as of Jan 2022, with over 300,000 unique users that are borrowing and lending at any given point of time over the past year. This explains how big the platform itself is and the number of users that are interacting with it.